This video brought to you by Trip C Productions. You can't buy love, but you can buy licorice and love it instead. If you have a sweet tooth in Vancouver, you can always visit the Licorice Parlour at 1002 Commercial Drive. Brings back memories of large jars, darkened spaces, and a bit of this and a little of that, and ooh, what's that one? The Commercial Drive Licorice Parlour, for a sweet tooth to remember.
We're here at the Commercial Drive Licorice Parlour with purveyor of sweets here, Watermelon, the weed diva. All right, Watermelon. So what got you interested in licorice?
I love to tell people it's going to be a front for my drug operation, but it was just kind of too obvious. So now it's just a real candy store, which is kind of great because licorice is a drug, a lot like weed, right down to the scale. We weigh it up.
It's sold by the gram?
Sold by the gram. I'm very cut out for this job, but in all honesty, actually, there was a woman here called Dutch Girl Chocolates, and she was here for 15 years, and she sold licorice. So we kind of carry on that 15-year tradition. And those who love licorice a lot.
Yes.
Much like people who like weed.
Yes.
Very cut out for this work.
Love it a lot, yes. Okay, and is any of the licorice made here in-house?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
I make a little licorice ice cream and cashew, like I make licorice flavored things, but most of the licorice is imported. Mostly from Holland, Finland, we have Denmark, Germany, Italy, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, so lots and lots of different licorice.
And then you said you also make do some of the chocolate dipped candies or chocolate dipped fruit?
Yeah, we do. We make a few of the chocolates in house. We make the coconut clusters, and I dip organic dried fruit in 64% cacao. But the rest of our chocolate, because I'm not a chocolatier, I'm very talented, but I'm not a chocolatier. We order from Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Oh, nice.
But we also have great, bulk, Dutch cocos in-house, too. So we're a bit of a Dutch deli because my supplier's Dutch. So we get those kind of chocolate sprinkles that the Dutch put on their toast and the best cocoa in town. So if you want to make hot chocolate, come see me.
Nice, nice. So what's this website, Baking a Fool of Yourself, all about?
Baking a Fool of Myself is a free marijuana cooking show designed to help teach you to make pot food at home. It's really simple. I think there's a lot of confusion around making pot food. I think that if somebody over-medicates the first time they make pot food, they may never return to that medicine, and there's a real injustice happening there because marijuana can be one of the greatest medicines around. So I like to kind of remove any illusion and help people make marijuana food that's manageable, that's reasonable, and that's going to help them long term.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I noticed there's a lot of hula hoops in here. Do hula hoops naturally go in a candy store?
It's how we work off all the extra calories.
There you go, there you go.
You know what I thought originally? I've been on Wreck Beach for a lot of years, and in the last few summers, you never see less than about 4 hula hoops on the beach every day. And I thought, when I open my candy store, I'd like to sell hula hoops because nobody really does. And they're on consignment, so we had no money when we opened the store. But the hoops they decorated the store, so all the hoops come in on consignment. They're all handmade locally, and I think they just made my store look like extra awesome candy town. But there's nowhere in town to buy licorice, and there's nowhere else in town to buy real quality hula hoops. So we like to be unique.
I love that. I really love that. Of course, when I wrote the question, my answer to it was, duh, of course they do.
Yeah, yeah. People come and go like, licorice and hula hoops. I get it.
Yeah.
And we do one other unique thing here that you should know about that's really cool is we make quinoa waffles. They're gluten-free, they're dairy-free waffles. We're like crazy health nuts in a candy store, so we mill our own organic quinoa, and we sprout and make our own almond milk, to which we add no sugars, emulsifiers, guar gums, or anything. It's just organic almonds and water. So we make some of the healthiest, cleanest, high-protein, quality waffles in town. Nobody else makes quinoa waffles either, so we are unique on that front as well.
Nice, nice. I also noticed you have some dresses and skirts. What sizes do those come in?
We can get them almost in any size you like because the designer is a friend of mine. One sister makes hula hoops and the other sister makes outfits to hula hoop in. It's the White sisters. Diva makes the dress and Celeste makes the hoops.
They're just beautiful. I can imagine what they look like when you're moving in them.
They're pretty foxy.
Definitely.
Pretty foxy.
So I also caught some of your stand-up recently, and I was wondering, do you do stand-up with any other organizations other than burlesque troupes?
I did stand-up for years. I probably used to do it like 4 or 5 nights a week. I chase comedy. I don't do that much anymore. I'm really into my entrepreneurialism, but I do love to do it at the burlesque shows when they invite me. And sometimes when I go to do stand-up, like a regular stand-up comedy club, they don't really like chick comics. If a guy gets on stage, they're like, yeah, and if a girl gets on stage, they're like, she's probably not going to be funny. So I get too old to care, really, and I don't really care. But if I do it for burlesque shows, they want a female comic, they love that, they're interested in that, so I don't know, I work that angle.
Well, that's awesome. It was a lot of to see you there.
Thanks.
It definitely was. So on that matter, when can we see you next?
Well, I hope they announced it because I'm supposed to be playing, July 11th and 12th. I'm opening up for Scott Thompson at the Rio Theater. There's a big comedy burlesque thing there. You'll see it coming out from the same people who put on Kitty Night. So.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that it's announced on their website. It hasn't quite come on the Rio website, but it's definitely going to be one of the things they offer soon, I think.
I didn't spoil it for
No.
everybody. I don't know if we can announce it yet. So you see me there, and you'll probably just, come to my candy store, and you'll get some one-on-one comedy all day long.
That's what Kayla was saying, that you do stand up for her all day long here.
All day long. I actually like to hear my girls mimic me. Like, I have jokes that I tell about the licorice, and then I'll leave, and the girls will come to work, and I'll hear them repeat the jokes about those. Like, nice. So, but you don't mind. You're welcome to repeat my licorice jokes.
Good. Thank you for giving us the material. We need it sometimes.
Yeah, no worries. I'm here to help.
Well, I think that'll do it.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Pod TV.
If you're looking for something spicy in your entertainment, don't miss Watermelon the Weed Diva this July 11th and 12th, opening for Scott Thompson of Kids in the Hall fame at the Rio Theater in Vancouver. This production is brought to you by the same people that bring you the Kitty Nights every Sunday at the Biltmore. But don't bring the kids.